Welcome. In this video I'm going to be taking a look at this Tinwoo smartwatch with wireless charging. So this was provided to me by the distributor, but they're not compensating me for this video and they're not reviewing it before I post it. If you find this video helpful and you want to purchase one of these, I'll put a link to it in the description on Amazon, and if you use that link it helps me out a little bit and doesn't cost you anything extra. So let's get this open. Okay, so here's the watch. We have a band and we have a charging cable. Pull these out. Pull this out, we have the guide. The dial on the side is a button. So to power this on, we're going to hold it down for 3 seconds. It says pairing for the first time. It says note, always use the app to pair the watch with your phone. Do not attempt to use your phone's Bluetooth settings to directly search and pair. Install and launch the app Tinwoo Pro on your phone. Tap the screen and hit add watch. Tap on the same serial number on the app to get it pairing. And there's a QR code for more user guides. If we go back here, let's see if I can find this. I think it's on the back side of this. There's also a QR code for a full guide. So this has instructions for the watch band also. So if the watch is in this orientation, the clasp will be on this side. Let me pull these apart. So to put these on, we'll take the pin here, we'll stick it in the hole on the one side. Then I'll take my fingernail and I'll pull on the other side. This is spring loaded. And I'll pull it in and then I'll move it around till it gets in the hole on the other side. And then it should easily go back and forth like this, and you should be able to tug on a little bit. Make sure you check that before you wear it. You don't want this just falling off because you didn't have it attached properly. And we'll do the same thing with the other side. Okay, I'll peel off the packing material. And there's packing material on the back too. Now I can hold down the button for 3 seconds. And here it turned on. So we can use this charge cable here. It's magnetic and that just fits on the back like that, and we can plug this into USB to charge it. Another option is to use a Qi wireless charger. So I have this wireless charger here. It happens to also be Tinwoo brand. I'll put that on here. And now we're wirelessly charging. So that's very handy. You can charge this with the same charging base you're using for your phone. So I'm going to charge this up and I'll read through the manual and then I'll go over how to set it up on a phone and through the usage of it and stuff. Okay, so I have my iPad here. I looked up the Tinwoo Pro app in the App Store and I've downloaded it. I'll hit open. Now normally I wouldn't set this up on my iPad, but I'll set it up on my phone later. I just did it for this video. It says it would like to use Bluetooth, so I'll say okay. It says it would like to send me notifications. I'll say allow. So I'll click up in the upper left-hand corner for the link. It sees the watch there. I'll tap on it. It says Bluetooth pairing request. I'll say pair. Now it's having notifications, I'll say allow that. It wants to use my location, I'll say allow while using the app. So now if we look at the watch, we can see that it's linked. There's a little link mark there. It has also updated the time here because it's 5:33, so that's correct. So now that I have this paired up, I'm going to work through the features and I'll come back and show them. Okay, so it's been a few days. I've been wearing this watch. So let me pull this off. So I can't remember if I showed the bottom here, but these are the different sensors here. You have the charging conductors. Of course, this supports wireless charging. Then we have the heart rate monitor sensors and such. So let's dig into the app first. This is the home screen on the app. If I hit me on the left, we can enter in my name, age, height. I haven't entered this in yet. I'll enter this in when I swap this over to my phone. So next we'll go to the exercise tab. So from here I can record exercise, and you can do a lot of this on the watch also. But if I hit the little play button here, it says what mode do I want, and when I tap that it will start tracking that. And then when I'm done it'll stop. So next we have home, that's where we started. So this has a couple different things on the top. We have steps. So far today I've taken 1,248 steps. We have sleep. So this is last night's sleep. You can see it says I slept for 5 hours and 50 minutes. I had 4 hours, 50 minutes of light sleep, 28 minutes of deep sleep, and 32 minutes of wide awake. So the accuracy can depend on a lot of different things. If you're laying in bed, not actually sleeping, this might still think you're sleeping. So you have to take this with a grain of salt, or any kind of sleep monitor like this. But I think this information can still be helpful. Then we have heart rate. So here I had a heart rate of 80. I think this is the last time it tracked in here. We have blood oxygen saturation, and this was taken on May 1st at 5:42. So next, let's go to statistics. So this is showing for the week. We look at Monday, I walked 4.38 kilometers. Tuesday, I walked 0.81 kilometers. I had 2 walks. So this talks about the statistics for your exercise. You can see there's lots of different activities on the left here. And then when you go into the watch to start activities, you can choose those different options. Next, we'll hit more. So on more here, we have my watch. We have the model number, the T37. We have push notifications. I shut that down for this video, but I had those on. As incoming call, turn on. So if someone calls your phone, it will vibrate your watch. Now you still do need to take the call on your phone. We have heart rate monitoring on, wrist raise awaken. So this will wake up the watch when you lift it up towards your face. Sedentary reminder. Let's turn that on. So it says reminder frequency is 60 minutes. It looks like we can choose 30, 60, 120, or 180. And in these settings too, it also has a start and end time. So you can set this to happen during your waking hours. Same with things like push notifications, has start and end time. So you'll see that on a lot of these things. Then we have exercise heart rate alarm. It says HR max, HR min, so we can set those. Goal attainment alert. We have unit settings, and I'm actually going to set this to imperial and Fahrenheit. Date and time format. We can change the dial. We have digital dial or analog dial. So here we can select an image, we can take a picture, use a photo album, we can upload files. Let's go to analog dial. We can do the same thing here. Or you can use cloud dial. So these are dials that'll download from the internet. So there's many options here. And there are some analog, some digital. Some will have things like weather on it, others will be more plain. But you can switch through these. I think that's it. So it looks like there's 41 of them. We have alarm settings. It says add alarm reminder. So here we can set the time, we can do a repeat, we can do the vibration, and give it a label. So we have find watch. So if I tap that, the watch is going to vibrate. We have remote camera. So here it opens up a camera in the app, and then I can shake this to take a picture, or I can just tap it, and that will take the picture. So you can use that as a remote trigger. We have personal data. There's none here right now. iOS health. Firmware upgrade, and I did check that. You do want to make sure your firmware is upgraded on this, so double check it. And this did not need an update at this time, but you'll want to check that occasionally. Then we have feedback, reset, about, and delete watch from paired list. So let's go back to home. So those are the basics of the app. Let's head over to the watch now. I'll press the button on the side to turn it on. If I drag down, it's going to show notifications. I'm blurring that out. It has some private stuff in there. If I drag up, it has some different options here. We have eco enabled. We have do not disturb. Find phone. Flashlight, and that's just going to light up the screen. Even though that's not a super bright light, that can be very useful. And then we have music control. So if you're playing music on your phone, you can control it here. So I guess I could talk about the watch face here too. We have the temperature here. It's 44 degrees Fahrenheit. We have 1,248 steps, I think that is. And the date is the 3rd of the month on a Tuesday. So if I swipe to the right, I burned 58 calories, 1,248 steps, and walked half a mile. So I have this set to shut off pretty quickly. So that's if I swipe to the right. If I swipe to the left, I can go into the exercise modes here. If I tap that, we have walking, running, hiking, looks like climbing, I think, biking, looks like exercise bike, sports, and swimming. So if you choose one of those, it will start tracking it. And then when you press the button on the side, and then when you're done, you can hit the little back button here. And it currently says it's too short to be saved, so I'll hit OK. It needs to be over 5 minutes. And then we have rest. So this is like a meditation thing to help you breathe. We have heart rate. So if we do this, this will check our heart rate. I don't have it on my wrist right now. Okay, I sped that up a little bit. So we have 60 beats per minute. We can also do the blood oxygen. Okay, I got 99%, and I sped that up as well. If I swipe to the right some more, oops, I swiped a little too far. We have our sleep tracking, so we can tap on that, and it tells how much sleep I got the past few nights. To the right of that, we have a little cloud. That's weather. We have a lot of neat weather stats here. We have the low and the high for today. We have the current temperature, 44 degrees. We have sunrise at 6:07. We have the wind, sunset, 80% humidity. We have the barometric pressure. Not sure what the little one on the bottom is. That might be UV. Yes, the UV index is 2. Then if we scroll up, here we have the 5-day forecast. Then the next 5 days after that, and the 5 days after that. So we have 15 days of forecasts on here. So this will tell the high, the low, and the rain percentage. So that's a lot of weather information right at your wrist. I think that's neat. Below that, we have a stopwatch. So we can play there, we can pause, and we can stop. And here we have a timer. So we can go to, let's see, 1 minute. We hit play, and we have a countdown timer. If we swipe to the right again, we have settings. So if we tap the upper left, we have our watch faceplate. So we can have this random or have it change every day. I'll tap on this and we can scroll through these watch faces. So there's some neat options here. This is kind of a high-tech looking one. And these are the custom ones that you download with the app. So I've been using the default one, but I'm probably going to switch to one of those digital ones. I like the one with the whale. You just tap on there and it's set. The bottom left is how long it stays on. So you can have this on all the time if you want. So I'll set this to 5 so it stays on a little longer for us. I should have done that at the beginning. Then we go to information here. We have the version number. If I scroll up, we have reset and the button to power it off. So here it is on the always on mode. So I don't tend to need that. So I'll turn that off. So there's a little overview of the app and the watch itself. So I've been wearing this for a couple days and it's been working very well. It just sips electricity from the battery. You can go many days without charging this. I do like that this charges wirelessly, so I can just take this off and set it on my wireless charging pad and charge it up, and then it's ready to go for the day. I like the features of this. It's very easy to use. It automatically does a lot of things like the sleep tracking, but it can also do exercise tracking and such with it by going into the exercise mode and choosing your exercise. It also makes for a nice watch. It's super easy to read and it has the different faces on it, so it's easy to tell what time it is. And to really like that weather aspect of it. The other day I was reaching for my phone to see the weather forecast, and then I remembered I can just go on here and see the weather forecast. So that's really handy. Now this doesn't have cellular capabilities or Wi-Fi. You do need to pair this with your phone and have your phone nearby for it to be able to access that. So this is a good complement to your phone. If you have your phone in your pocket or your purse, you can use this to access information on your phone without pulling your phone out. So this will notify you when you get phone calls. It'll come up here. You can answer it on here, but it will answer on your phone, so you need to get your phone out to actually talk to the person. So that's the Tinwoo smartwatch. That's all I'm going to cover in this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you like this video, please click like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate it if you could do that. And thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.